Alright guys, welcome back to MixDoesGames. I am Mix. Today we're going to be talking about something that I've been seeing a lot of backlash on YouTube, and that is whether or not you should pre-order a copy of Destiny 2 either right now or after the gameplay reveal or whenever, if you should ever pre-order Destiny 2. We're going to go over a couple of topics. I'm going to try to play devil's advocate a little bit, even though most of you should know by now that I definitely have the game pre-ordered. I'm still gonna, try to look at it as subjectively as possible. The question at hand is, should you pre-order Destiny 2? Like I said, a lot of YouTubers, especially right after those first two trailers came out back at the end of March, there was a lot of backlash from a lot of YouTubers, either from people who have played Destiny or people who are looking forward to getting their hands on a copy of Destiny on their PC, so on and so forth. People who played the game and stopped, people who continue to play the game, and their general consensus, as with every single game that is ever announced, is that you shouldn't pre-order. Now, a lot of people feel that they are justified in this ideology, in that people think that because of the quote-unquote mess that Destiny 1 was at launch, that you should not pre-order Destiny 2, especially considering that the limited edition and the collector's edition comes with a season pass that looks like it'll be similarly laid out to what we got with Destiny 1's year 1 content schedule, which was the Dark Below and the House of Wolves. A lot of people look at this as a complete repeat of what we got with Destiny 1, and that fortunately is just not the case. We've gotten a lot of really good content for Destiny 1 in the 2.5 years that it's been available. Now, yes, Destiny 1 did release and have problems. Bungie themselves have acknowledged those problems. Were the first two expansions perfect? Not by any means. The House of Wolves was a great leap above what the Dark Below was, but then we have the Taken King, which was the best thing that could have possibly happened to Destiny. That followed by 2016's Rise of Iron, which was not as good as the Taken King, but it was also not the same size team, and it wasn't supposed to be as big as it ended up being. My outlook is, if you're really that timid about Destiny 2's release schedule, if you're really that worried about comparing it to Destiny 1, I ask you to just look at what Destiny turned into with the Taken King and then subsequently the Rise of Iron and all the free content updates that we've gotten since then. There was a lot of problems with the Dark Below. The raid, for example, Crota's End, was only built in about, I want to say it was 8 weeks that raid was built in, whereas, the Taken King's raid was built over months. The Rise of Iron raid was built over months. We had so much more content that really fit in with what Destiny was always intended to be after it got more time to develop and after those teams and those systems were in place. Destiny 1's engine had so many problems, and we don't know exactly what Destiny 2's engine is going to be or how different it will be from Destiny 1, but we do know that there are improvements in place, and we'll see that on May 18th, which is only 8 days from the recording of this video. Now, to get back on path just a little bit, the whole point of this video is whether or not you should pre-order Destiny 2. And in my opinion, you should. If you enjoy Destiny 1, if you've been playing for the last 2.5 years, and you're happy with where the Taken King took the game, and if you were happy or at least okay with the Rise of Iron, then I think it is a perfectly sound idea to pre-order Destiny 2. A lot of people were giving it such a hard time because of the limited edition and the collector's edition, which do run up in price a little bit. The physical limited edition does come with the season pass, the game, the steelbook, some Cabal-themed physical goodies, as well as 3 in-game items, which are a sword, an emote, and an emblem. The collector's edition at $250 US will contain, I forget the character's name now off the top of my head, but it is the messenger bag that you get with that has all of the cool goodies that come with that, the solar panel, USB charger, all of that kind of stuff. Now, people are giving it a hard time because of the price point on these things. A limited edition is for people who are excited about the game. Nobody is telling you that you have to go buy the limited edition. So if you're really that, lukewarm on it, just wait for the game to release or pre-order a standard copy if you really want to get into that beta for a couple of extra days until the public beta kicks on. Same thing with the collector's edition. That $250 price tag is really just for the hardcore fans, and that is also why the pre-orders on that have already run out. The hardcore fans that really wanted that got their hands on it. Not every single one of them, myself included. I was somebody who pre-ordered the physical limited edition, not the collector's edition, because I didn't do it in time. And that's okay. I'm perfectly okay with that. I understand that collector's editions and limited editions are of limited stock. That's perfectly fine with me. A lot of people have problems with their stock numbers. A lot of people have problems with the beta code that you get with the game when you pre-order. Of course, these things are only incentives. You don't have to pre-order the game to get into the beta. You only have to do it if you want to get into it early. There's a lot of drawback from the outlaying members of the community who, like I said earlier, have either never played the game or want to play the game or stopped playing the game after the first expansion and don't think the game is any good. We have something that Destiny 1 did not this early into its marketing schedule, which is we have a clear outline as to who the antagonist is. If you go back and look at old marketing material, it was 100% centered around you creating a character and you taking that character through the world. Destiny 2 is going to continue that legacy, of course, but this game looks to be more centered around characters and story than the first Destiny could have been because of its troubled development cycle. I know we're getting into a little bit of a lengthy video at this point, but I just wanted to really sit down and to give my 2 cents on this whole thing. Should you pre-order Destiny 2? Absolutely, if you enjoyed the game. If you're worried about whether or not the expansion pass will be worth it, then what I think you should do is pre-order the standard game, or wait if you want to. You don't have to pre-order it, obviously. Either pick up the standard edition or reserve it, and then wait until you see whether or not you like that game. That way, when the season pass is something that you're considering, you have all of the pros and cons as to whether or not that's a viable option for you. Me personally, I know that I'm super excited for Destiny 2. The gameplay reveal is in just 8 days, actually just under 8 days. We're gonna get to see what this game is all about, and I really hope that whether or not you've decided to pre-order yet, that the gameplay reveal really helps you stand on one side of the fence rather than standing on the fence. Alright guys, the rambling is over. Let me know if you liked this video. Like it, subscribe if you're new to the channel. I will be making Destiny content and Destiny 2 content well into the future. Please stay tuned, and I hope you guys enjoyed 10 minutes or so of rambling. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.